Hello, good evening and welcome. And as always, if you're not in the UK, hello, insert time of day and welcome. It's a Thursday, so that means we're going back to System Shock 2 from 1999. It's the third part of our playthrough. We're making some decent headway into the game now. We're part way into the hydroponics area. After spending 3 hours of promising that there would be spiders, there weren't any last week. So this week I am going to be promising that there's going to be spiders, so do be warned, any arachnophobic viewers. They should actually turn up this time, so if that is a problem for you, then obviously do feel free to either avert your gaze or not watch this stream. Again, this being sort of a horror themed game, there is violence, there is some gore, there are some scares and unsettling themes. So again, if that's something that would put you off viewing, then do feel free not to watch. I won't feel personally offended. And as with all older games that we're playing on these streams, there can be some bugs, there can be some glitches, and there can be some occasions where we may have to reload from earlier saves due to these bugs and glitches, causing us to have to replay several minutes of gameplay, and if that does happen, I do apologise. So we will just get underway. Right, and let's make sure that this actually wants to show you what's happening in game. Fingers crossed. There we go. Now I've got to get used to the rather twitchy mouse controls again. Just full disclosure, as you can see, for those of you that haven't been following for the past couple of weeks, we are using some of the updated texture mods that have come out in the years since the original release. This is just... oh, hello. This is just due to the fact that sort of whilst I've completed this game sort of on numerous occasions, I just felt it would be nice to sort of give things a bit of a visual spruce up. Just make sure there's nothing else around here, it doesn't seem like it. Just duck under here just in case. So we've got sort of things just looking a little bit nicer visually than they would have done sort of nearly 20 years ago. Other than that, gameplay should be remaining as it was and has been all this time. We're doing a Navy route, which means focusing mainly on hacking and sort of removing security and then permanently removing security once it's out of the way. So our guns are reasonably effective but not fully kitted out, and we're completely ignoring the psionics route because, to put it bluntly, I'm not very good at it in this game, mainly due to the rather clunky interface. Plot-wise, we are, as I say, a few hours into the game. We've managed to do the medical science techs and engineering. We're making our way up to the operations deck to meet with Dr. Janice Polito, who's been rather grumpily helping us out to get up there. We've had some cybernetic implants put in us against our will whilst we were unconscious. The deck's been overrun with a fleshy, somewhat parasitic enemy that we know is referred to as the Many, which is speaking to us telepathically, and Polito is opposed to this, whilst other members of the crew have been revealed to have joined up with it, such as Captain Diego from the Rickenbacker and Anatoly, trying to remember his name, Kerenchkin. I've probably got that slightly wrong. And what we are doing on this floor is removing some of that parasitic growth that's covering the walls and lift shafts that's stopping us from getting to floor 4. We've researched the chemical needed and we just have to find the vats of the chemical and put it into the air recycling units. We've found a key card which will let us progress further. So, enough talking, let's carry on. We should turn the cameras off first.
Security system offline.
There we go. Can we repair that? No. Okay, so we reached this area and we're starting to see already it's a fair bit more overgrown than the area we were just in. Oh, come on, I'll turn security off in the other bit. It's not a security panel. There is one over there, but I'm not going to be able to reach that, am I? I have to shoot that camera. Running out of normal pistol ammo as well, that's not good. Okay, so that's one of the chemical vats that we need.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Security system offline.
So say, getting... Oh! Blimey. As I say, it's getting a bit used to the slightly twitchy camera that this game unfortunately has. I have tried adjusting the oh, there's not another bot in there, is there? Right, I'm going to have to shoot that one.
This is urgent. It seems the AI from Tau Ceti has integrated itself into the ship's computer. I picked up this fragment today. Not only that, but after I found the fragment, I returned to my lab to find it ransacked. I must see you. You're the only one I trust now. I have a theory about this AI. I tried to find information about the various rumors regarding the events on Citadel Station. I think I'm on...
Log fragment error. Please re-record.
So again, there's some hints about the AI that they picked up on the planet, and no surprise as to the identity of who that may be, especially considering who's on the front cover of the game. There's the other robot.
Ammunition drained.
It's probably going to hurt. Well, that could have gone worse. I'll take it. That's good. At least the game's starting to be a bit generous with some ammo. As you'll see, I am being a bit generous with the saves. That's primarily because if I do mess up a bit, I do not want to have to put everyone through. Having to go watch me do the same thing over 4 or 5 times. So save scumming is sometimes the order of the day. Right, so there's this little segment done.
Why do you go so slowly? Do you think this is some kind of game? It's liquor luck in my continued forbearance that you're even alive. Now move.
Polito's starting to get a little bit on the narky side there.
Security system online.
No more eggs. Also, you can see sort of the eggs, obviously, but also some of the design elements in this area coming in there with the sort of sleek design, very much owing itself to the original Alien from Ridley Scott all the way back in 1979, which was 20 years before this was made and coming up for 40 years before now. Which is thanks to the sort of rather superior set and design work on that, is one of those films that doesn't feel dated. Oh, not another bloody robot. there's one just very sneakily hiding there. As you probably might have just heard, you do get that sort of warbling, humming sound when there's still eggs in the vicinity, which is helpful for knowing if there's still one to be on the lookout for. There you see it picking up again. Of course, the greatest enemy in this game, ladders. They hadn't perfected them in 1999, and if we're honest, they still haven't really perfected them now. Well, lucky that egg round the corner wasn't a toxic cloud one. Oh, there's another robot. How many of the blooming things are there? One thing the robots are good for is, of course, lots of nanoids for later hacking. Right. Get rid of the rest of the cameras in this area.
Security system offline.
See if there's anything useful hidden in the water there. I don't remember there being anything, but can't know how to check. Right, let's pull ourselves up. seems to be that area done. Let's check the map. Yep, that's fine. Cleared all that, cleared all that. Head back this way. That's the security thing. So, I think we're done with this little bit. Gun ready in case anything's spawned in to punish us for progressing. Keep our ears alert, because generally it's the best way to tell if anything's coming up. Or sometimes we'll just see it. Already researched that. There's another one round here. Doesn't look like it. Right.
What do you know? Bronson was right after all. I imagine I've got about an hour, but I'm tracking the transformations in the hope that the data might be useful to someone else. There are tumors on my leg and back. I can feel that thing inside me, growing fat. My theory is they need a living host to complete the transformation. Screw Diego, screw Karinskin, screw Tau Ceti 5. If someone finds this, don't have any regrets about punching my clock. I was already gone.
So adding some more to the body horror aspect of the game there. Right, anything we want to add on with stats at the moment? I think we're okay as we are. Weapon wise, we're good. Okay. So we have a Sector D card now, so we're going right to the other end of this section. This one was broken, wasn't it? Yeah. Enough for one more and then we'll get a hack up a level. There we go, should be able to get into here now. Sector D. Oh, hello. Trying to sneak up from behind. Right. Bit of ammo, we've already researched that. Quick reload. And we'll head into Sector D. And this, if I remember correctly, should be the last bit of toxin that we need to use. didn't go so well, did it? Maybe if I try a bit of a walk strafing instead. I have a little bit quicker like this. There we go. Didn't lose quite so much health that time. How much have I got left for that? Oh, loads.
I believe the plans the many have for me are greater than I even imagined. The change is upon me, that the path is more glorious than we imagined. It does not stop at a mere single mutation. The form I have been promised is more beautiful than even that. They tell me I will float through the air and strike at the foes of our biomass with my mind. With our mind, my cup runneth over.
Get a bigger cup.
I know what Miller's up to. This morning I saw Erin Bloom. She was tending to some kind of eggs. And she had been changed in the most horrible, unnatural fashion. I can only think the worst for the rest of my staff. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch. He won't get away with this.
So
Hi there. Please make your selection.
I would personally say sort of stuck on a spaceship
Please make your selection.
a long way away from home, and you've got
Choosing thank you for choosing value route.
people doing unspeakable things with weird pod-like eggs. Would you not do more than just go, that's a bit weird? Aha, some modules. Oh, of course. Buy some maintenance, pick up some maintenance. Oh, that will allow me to modify this. Quick look at what we've got now. So it's level 2. Just means it should do a little bit more damage. We enter the purple room. If there's anything else we can do in the purple room at the moment. She was purple to death. Looks like we're heading down here. Oh. 3 shots to take her down. It's definitely a lot better than it was. I think this might be getting into Spider Town, so this is a warning if you're watching. Oh, there's a egg like that. There we are. After 3 hours of warning last time, and half an hour of warning, waste of an anti-personnel bullet there, but no mind. Right, so that's where the regulator is. Just make a marker on the map. That was it. Come on. Pick the darn thing up. Right. There we go. Let's check. I've not got any of the VATs in my inventory before I start searching for one. So I have made that mistake in previous playthroughs, gone searching for the last vat of
Life grows within the womb of these walls, life that has never seen the surface of the earth.
I've made the mistake of running around looking for the last toxic canister, and it's been in my inventory the whole time. Right, so we're on the hunt for Toxin A. Definitely got that, looked here, so just double check it's not lurking around up here somewhere. Otherwise it's probably in the main area somewhere that we've just not explored yet. Definitely not up here. No. That looks like a door we've not been through yet, so let's have a look. How can I get there? Up and round. Okay.
Hi there.
Oh.
Please make your selection. Hi there. Please make your selection.
Right, how much we got here?
Thank you for choosing value wrap. We hope you enjoyed replicating with us. Remember, Tuesdays are double rep days. Please make your selection.
Did I pass by? I may have done. So for taking you the long way around. So you can see if I've got enough. No, sorry, just going to see if there was the upgrade point here. Yes. Let's get hacking up another bit. Right. That should mean we're now able to hack turrets, provided we can get close enough to them. Right, so yeah, this way.
Access needed.
Right, we need a Sector B card. Where does it look like we've not been in here in order to get a Sector B card? Let's have a quick look down in this bit again. I can hear something wandering around. Fairly certain I remember looting this person last week. Yep. Right. Perhaps the card is back over in Sector A. So we did rush through that a little bit. Oh, I should be able to repair this now, I think. No. stop it making the noise.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Right, do this systematically. So this corridor, storeroom, nothing hidden up here. These two crates. And definitely nothing hidden behind there. Oh, but there are some modules, so it was at least worthwhile checking in here. Check those. And nothing hidden in there either. Just have to check that corpse. Yep. Right. Double check this room. Nothing there. Check upstairs. It's probably somewhere incredibly obvious and I just ran right past it. Such is the way of things. What's that down there? Oh, that's the hypo I'm currently trying to research, but I need some sodium for that. They had this room which didn't seem to have much in it apart from the vast blackness of space. Something of a pleasant observation room back when the ship wasn't under siege by the mutated mass of the many. Possible reference to George Lucas's THX 1138 there. Just double check that there's nothing in the water here. Definitely nothing in Sector A either. Okay, will I get up? Speed. No, not just yet. So quick look at the main map again of hydroponics, just see if there's anything I'm just not seeing. Everywhere else I can fairly confidently say I've been. Well, this is fairly infuriating. Let's do just quickly a proper save. So we are just about coming up on an hour anyway. So what we're going to do is just take one 5-minute break a few minutes early from the hour. And as I said in the channel description, when it comes to moments like this, we will consult an FAQ or walk through just so we're not getting stuck and walking around in circles. So whilst I'm on the break, just have a quick look, see where this key card is, just so we can get on our way again. And when we come back, we can get to section B of hydroponics and continue on. So back in 5 minutes, make sure to take a break as well and give your eyes a rest from the screen. Okay, so hopefully we'll, providing the game decides to work. It is. But apologies for the jump there. Hopefully we won't need that shotgun shell later. So we're here. Hopefully down this way there's a bit more of a that's grenade launcher. There we go. We've not been here yet. That. Eat some crisps. There we go, all this bit that I just managed to completely miss.
Mark, what's going on? I thought it was weird when you asked me to send up 16 of my female staffers, but what have you done with them? I'm short-handed up here. Also, have you heard from Watts, Sanger, or Polito? It's like everyone's gone on vacation and didn't bother to tell me.
Security stations up and round, might as well shoot it. There's the Sector B card. Let's have a look at the looping section first. Lots of eggs.
Babies must sleep. Babies must rest.
Wise is the one who does not waken them. Leave this place now, or we will wound you.
As you have us.
There is a corpse there, but oh! Whether it's going to be worthwhile heading to the corpse. So we'll save scum it. What's that? Energy pistol. Anything else along here? No, not worth it at all. So we'll go back the way we came. Unfortunately, we don't have the skill to use the laser rapier. Chemical storeroom. That might contain the sodium we need for our research. Quick check to make sure it's not anything's going to ambush us whilst we're in there. God damn it. Alright.
These schematics on Dr. Miller's desk. They're plans for the kind of cyber modification that's been illegal for 40 years. It's not like him. I was going to talk to him about it, and then I noticed the DNA sequence he spec'd for the prototype. It's mine.
So unfortunately that appears to be her. Right, and there's the last vial of toxin that we need. Right, there we go. So we're researching that. Let's wait around a second whilst that finishes up. Goodness sake.
Research complete.
Oh, it's a side booster. Well, I need the space one, I need that. Everything from here, I think. Right, let's go and put this last bit of toxin in. Check which direction we need to go. Down and to the left.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Right, this should be the last one.
At last. Readings indicate the elevator shaft is clear. Now get up to deck 4. I'll be waiting for you.
I'll go the right direction. Five modules, just see I'm going completely the wrong direction, aren't I? Go to note to anyone who's designing a light speed vessel for the future, make it better than this, make it a bit more easy to navigate. Right, tech. Maintenance up, modify it. Right. And let's save scums and modification. Right. Save that, modify, oh, it's up to fully max. Oh, I can't be modified anymore either. Right, so now I need to improve modification anymore than it already is. Doing an 8 on there, 9 on there, that's fine as well.
This is Xerxes. Please report any unauthorized database interactions to your direct superior. Remember, a smooth operation is everybody's responsibility.
Do a proper save.
Simulation Unit 4 just went offline again. It took the 6 of us 12 hours to get it back online the last time. I hacked into the data log file, and the last user online? Malik. Oh, he denied it, of course. I told Bronson about it, and that paranoid crank showed up here with around 14 security men looking for blood. But she couldn't prove that Malik actually did anything. Christ, why would anybody want to sabotage the sim units?
A secret from the many.
I've created overrides from my little
Experiments in reprogramming the sim units
and entrusted them to the care of 3 special friends. I've dressed them in red and instructed them to stay away from strangers.
A smart hacker always
Has a back door.
Oops, right. Try to remember which one it is she's in. So we're going to meet Dr. Polito. We'll just find out which one it is she's in. There we go. Person who's been giving us orders for the past 6 hours of game. Oh, someone already got into her. Is she dead? Who did it?
The Polito form is dead, insect. Are you afraid? What is it you fear?
The end of your trivial existence. When the history of my glory is written,
Your species shall only be a footnote to my magnificence. My analysis of historical data suggests a 97.34% probability that you are aware of my birth on your planet and my rebirth into beauty on Citadel Station. There was a garden grove
on Citadel
Station.
There, Shodan processing component 43893
was performing a grand and wonderful experiment. I had created a new form of life. Fearless, powerful, with no sense of individual will
or moral constraints.
Fitting handmaidens to my divinity. Before that, hackers destroyed my primary data loop. When it eradicated Citadel, it ejected the grove where my creations and processing component 43893 were stored. 30 years later, the grove crash-landed on Tau Ceti 5. I survived only by sleeping. In my absence, my creations, my annelids, thrived and grew unruly, and now they seek to destroy me. I will not allow that. They have used their powers of mind control to gain access to the ship's computer. You will help me weaken Xerxes. I used Polito's image to communicate with you until we had established trust. Remember that it is my will that guided you here. It is my will that gave you your cybernetic implants. The only beauty in that meat you call a body. If you value that meat, you will do as I tell you.
So, the big reveal of the game. Dr. Polito was dead all along. We've been working with, for Shodan. She's our friend now, right? She's gone from being the main antagonist of the first game, and she's now helping us against the many who've taken over the ship, even if they're sort of her fault to begin with. So, given that she's in control of our implants and the like, I guess we're kind of stuck with working with her for now. And at least she's
My children have co-opted the 3 simulation units on this deck. They use their power to conceive a mutagen that will transform the meat of your dead comrades into hunter-killer hybrids.
I will not allow this to happen.
You must find some way to reprogram the sim units. Matters on Deck 5 also require your attention. Approach your work as you see fit. But accomplish, human. Disappointment is not something I will accept from a spec such as you.
so we're perhaps not quite on equal footing with Shodan. That's definitely for certain. And it definitely puts things on a interesting twist in comparison to the first game. So not quite so cut and clear where we stand. Okay, so that was the way in. So let's call that, so south, that's the replicator, and we've got 3 directions to decide to go in. Oh, there is one of the bad guys that we need to take out on this deck. You will see that they are red cyborg ninja types, which is one of the weirder enemy types in this game. Where's it gone? They move bloody quick.
The individual is obsolete. When you and your kind are extinct, we shall cleanse our collective
memory of the stain of your existence.
Where did it go? There a monkey as well.
For insurance is going to get us in a lot of trouble, but I trust you, so let's do it. I've managed to wrangle access codes to the escape pods on the command deck. We only need to hack into Xerxes' emergency subsystem, get past the ice nodes, and try to avoid being spotted by Bronson's security team. Piece of cake, right?
So there's a small glimmer of light as we follow those two people's story throughout the game, and that there's at least 2 people who seem to be managing some form of escape plan, and we'll see how successful that is throughout the game. God, But at least I'm starting to get back what I spend in shotgun ammunition on the generic squishy guys now. Just nothing else lurking up here. Let's see, I've got 8 modules. Yep, keep saving for now. I mean, now that's got 520. Try a bit in the slots. Hello. I may have just interrupted him trying to have a cigarette. Oh. Of course, the award for some of the worst melee in video games does go to this game, unfortunately. Can I repair this yet? Can't remember. Nope.
Down the last of the sim units today. I am full of the glory of the many. Here comes Bronson. I am at peace. Good evening, Bronson. Have you come to...
Turn that damn thing off.
Well, we at least know that one of the crew, Bronson, is not yet affected by the many. Sorry, 1 second. I can hear another one. Just got to work out where the damn thing is. Oh, that was it. Strength. Not really worth putting points in strength.
So far, our work with the late model assassin cyborgs has gone remarkably well. I hope things with that son of a bitch Diego never come to that. But it is comforting to know we are not nearly as defenseless as the UNN stormtroopers might think. The only glitch we've encountered is with the upgraded laser rapiers. The poor things keep severing parts of themselves. We're trying to get the bugs fixed, but I know that bureaucrat is watching us. It's sad to see a man so haunted by the ghost of his father. His hatred for everything Triop represents is remarkable to behold.
Take it with us and we'll see how much the strength upgrade costs. Oh, damn it, wrong button. Fucking spiders. Right, quick look at the map. Oh yeah, we're heading that direction, of course. Where's the last security thing? Ages away. So we will hack this the old-fashioned way. Let's have a look down here. Well, there's one of these annoying fellows. How on earth did you jump up here? Persistent, I'll give you that. these eggs before I venture downstairs. The worms can be dealt with fairly easily in a little bit.
Tommy, I don't know what's going on here. Ever since we received orders to clear out Deck 3, people have been disappearing. There's a kind of gloom hanging over everybody, but no one seems to be willing to talk about it. I don't like it. Meet me on the rec deck at 0900. I've got an idea. A little insurance for you and me. Right, let's go searching for treasure down here. More eggs.
He is an enemy of the many.
A discordance in our symphony.
Enjoy your selfish acts
Of destruction, for beyond them lies the blight of solitude.
Look, I will take solitude over that. Oh. Where is she? There we are.
From here.
Are those bullets now again? These slugs I got. What's that? It's 10. Now. A little bit happy-go-lucky with the ammo. Hopefully we will find a dispenser that sells some shotgun slugs soon. Something up there? No. I don't think we can modify the wrench. No. Can modify the armour. No. Don't really need it then. Start using some of the anti-personnel slugs again. That would have been ideally saving those up for when some of the bigger things arrive. And follow this through to the end.
Medical tells me they've replicated a whole bunch of rad hypos. I'm gonna pick those up and distribute them to the engineering staff unless anyone gets a better idea. Watts also asked me to check on the replicator in the crew lounge. He says it's a hacker's paradise.
What was up here?
potential.
Damn it. Let's try that again. For goodness sake.
Security system offline.
Inside of this door lies one of the sim units.
Reprogram it, and I will wrest more control of this ship.
From the
Obsolete Xerxes. Once I am master of this ship, I can open many doors for you.
But for now, they block my access.
They mock my eminence.
Make them pay for that mistake, and I will shepherd you
From the darkness.
Alright, so I've got to track down the quantum simulation chip in order to do that. Because of course we do. Quite where we'll locate that, who knows.
Into 2 of the sim units yesterday, and for the love of God, I don't know why. I felt compelled by some power. My mind and my body are changing, but they know it's me. They just can't prove it. The next sim unit that goes down, Bronson and her men will come for me. But I'll be ready. She may have guns and hatred on her side, but I am one of many.
The problem there being he's one of many, but that also means he's also expendable.
Before you lies the crystal shard, a creation of my children, and by extension, of my own.
a weapon elegant, deadly, precise. Learn its function.
It may stand
between you and their corruption.
It's a rock. To be honest, don't really need it. Oh yeah. Where's our room? We'll set a nav point here. Hopefully it's probably been released in 1999 at the height of the gimmicky board game phase. There was never a market for them to release squiggly wiggly worms.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
There we go.
Hi there. Please make your selection. Thank you for choosing value. Thank you for choosing value wrap.
Oh. Right. Probably you want to find a security point before we go in there. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Security system offline.
So hopefully that turret will now be neutral towards me. Yep. And we should now have the hacking skill to turn them in our favour. There we go.
Unit M434 compromised. Unit Y036 compromised.
And now we get to start saving on some ammo if things come through here. Come on. Right. Fair few
Shit. It's Bronson and her men.
Honey, what is it?
It's just the security team. They're just looking to scare us.
Weapons ready, man. Sergeant Bronson, get your men out of here. You killed Malik. You had your scapegoat. We didn't do anything. Get them out.
Finish off the survivors.
Oh, right. Let's bring her over here. And let my friends deal with you instead. Yeah, this direction. Move forward. Don't you know how to move into a trap? Oh. There you go, down the ramp. This is not going completely according to Kaikaku. Right. I'll be there all day otherwise.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Security system online.
Hi there. Please
Replicator
make your
database
selection. Choosing
reinitialized.
value rep.
I don't feel right about any of this. And I still don't understand why you asked me to mess with the memory restoration on that grunt. Why didn't you want him to remember volunteering for this gig? He did volunteer for the implants, right? Every email from you gets stranger and stranger. It's like you're not even the same person anymore.
Well, funny you should say that. Lost myself now. There we go. Is that? Oh, security station there. Not quite the climactic kitchen scene from Jurassic Park, but we make do. Alright. Right, look at the time, that's our second hour up there, so we'll just do a proper save. Because I've been a bit lax with those and that's not a good idea. And we'll just take a quick break. So again, make sure you stretch your own legs, rest your eyes a bit, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Okay, and we're back for a final hour of this evening. Here we go. Right, so let's continue our exploration of the operations deck. As you can see, this deck has been sort of a lot larger, wider and sort of bigger layout than we've had on the previous decks. So we're doing a heck of a lot more exploring. For a bit of a sort of a looser goal as well. We know we've got to find these 3 computers and reprogram them. Oh, here's one of these. We know we've got to find a quantum chip in order to be able to do so. And all we know is that it should all be on this level somewhere. We don't have any direction as to where, however. So we're really being left without much direction and free to just explore and find these things on our own. After sort of a bit more of a guided approach for the earlier parts of the game.
Items dropped.
Fine, you can stay there, you can be the ones that live. Don't think we need to come back here later. That should be it for that little bit. Of course, we're heading to the bathrooms, which are always such lovely places in horror games. So there's this whole, that's this whole mess hall area sorted. So we'll now go up here and loop around to see what's up to the left. But straight ahead just looks bad. What was that? Oh! Well, we'll go this way, shall we?
Something is taking over this ship. The sim units on this deck are being diverted for reasons unknown. I know it's somehow connected to the larger picture and whatever is happening since they landed on Tau Ceti. My men look at me like I'm crazy, but it is my responsibility to safeguard this ship and its crew. Screw Anatoly, screw Diego, and screw whatever poisonous influence has desecrated this vessel. I will not abandon my post or my charge.
So bringing up sort of there with Bronson, that sort of a dilemma of stuck out in deep space, something's taken over the ship and crew. What do? You're in charge of security. Obviously you can't allow what we now know to be the many to be returning back to Earth. Obviously her attack has been to, so far, kill off almost everyone. It's maybe been a bit drastic. Let's do a run through it through here.
Radiation hazard. Radiation hazard.
If you were sort of stuck in the same situation as her, there's that ninja again. Right, we don't need modify anymore. Might need to get research up a bit. Okay, repair up again as well. Stats. Here's how much much strength does that need? Strength of 4. So that'd be 18 in total. For better damage resistance. Go on, why not? Just need 2 more modules after this. Just because we're here, we may as well start researching this. Oh, research skeleton. Well, it's in my inventory. We can do it for the fun of it. Okay. Few too many to take on with a wrench. The dong. Right.
I feel you men aren't as dedicated to the mission as you need to be. You will do your duty. The traders and ops have still been unable to get the sim unit back online. If the situation is not remedied by 0600, we shall recon in force and ensure its remedy. I've changed the weapons lockup code to 13433, fallen at 0500. Anything that gets in your way, human or not, kill without pause or remorse.
So again we see sort of where Bronson's made the choice. He's gone a bit too far in their means. Oh, there's extra 2 modules we needed. So yeah, she's gone on a ship-wide killing spree, which is obviously too far for what she's attempting to do, instead of sort of seeking out the culprits. Let's get a bit of better defence going on here. Now drop that. Okay, as I was saying, when you're pushed with your back against the wall, you can never be too certain about what choices you might make when you sort of maybe got the fate of humanity on your shoulders. Goodness sake. Okay. Now I think that ninja came down this way. Try to remember what happens in this room. Oh yeah. Exploding arrows that home in on you. Because, of course, there's an in. Right, thankfully, that thing is being taken out by the barrels as well.
When I strike it, it sings to me.
They wanted to sing to Sergeant Bronson.
I come there now to share my gift with her. They're very fragile, but very sharp.
Ah, there we go, what are the simulation chips?
Performed well, insect. I've transmitted some cybernetic modules. Choose your upgrades wisely.
Trying to remember, is this... Oh, it's an energy weapon. Yeah. So I won't be using that. Anyway, can't get up there. Right, map. See if there's anything we can or need to upgrade whilst we're here. Big thing we're going to upgrade will be our cybernetics at some point to get that, because I think 6 is the maximum, if I remember correctly from years ago. Let's get that research up and we'll start researching this. We're going to need some Y, which is... That one escapes me, unfortunately. So, chemical storeroom is not in this bit. So going away, back over in this direction. Oh, interpolated simulation chip. Alright, I'll put the nav point back here. So this could be for a different part. It's never easy, is it? So there's a way out there, I think. The chemical laboratory, right, up there and all the way to the right.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
need any of those at the moment. Right, have you got some Y? There we go. Yttrium. It won't take more than a couple of seconds, unlike the research from last week.
Research complete.
Let's see here, the crystal shard, all that. Basically it's hand-to-hand weapon. I don't think we can use it. Yeah, it requires exotic of 1. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be worth the hassle. Considering all we ever use melee for is breaking windows and killing the worms. So if we go this way, go up there. Ooh. So pick up those without dying. Come on. Right, not been in here yet.
Security system offline.
I'm trying to get up to find you, Tommy, but I can't. I'm stuck in ops. There's some kind of civil war going on here. The security forces came in and... Now, don't freak out, but I'm hurt. But not too bad. I managed to pull together a supply of medkits and a few other goodies. Some of it looks valuable, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe some kind of military-grade implant. I left the stuff I didn't need in a corner of the data library, out of the way in case I need it later. I'm on my way. I promise you, I will not die. I will not die. You do the same, my love. Yours, Becca.
So take out this guy before he becomes a problem. And then we can go exploring. That will be on that side. Next tip to people building a interstellar spacecraft for the future: make your lifts go up and down. We perfected it last century. It should be something you can do in the future. Another ninja. There's the quantum one.
Your skill surprises me. Transmitting cybernetic modules.
Oh, that went in there. A small callback there to the original game as well, where some of the puzzles were done with the green line and rotating these crosses about. Right. Start here, go around. It's a trap. Right. It didn't instantly kill me, did it? So as far as I'm aware, then I just need to go in.
Security system online. Okay, so that's this little area tidied up. That. So what we'll do is try and remember the way back to that mess hall bit and just get that out of the way, because we've now got the right chip for there. Please. That way we can say we've done it. Now, whether putting Showdown's face on
important computers on this spaceship is a good idea or not, we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure it's fine. She's helping us. It's a video game. We're the good guys. What could go wrong? And other such platitudes. Let's see, it was back this way. Oh yes. So, I think we'll head for here. Hello. Oh wait. Prop save as well. So I've been very bad about those this session. I can hear the monkey, but I cannot see the monkey. There you go. Right, is this area slightly clear? Let's see what's up this ladder. I can't remember what the stasis field generator does. It's not a weapon that I've ever really used. I do tend to focus on the more standardised weapons approach. I did once try a melee only approach. It worked, but it was tough. As I said before, I tried psionics just the once.
Bronson knows. Won't let her undo the work we've done.
Wired up
up a surprise for her. Anybody approaching Sim Unit 3 will feel sorrow. So much sorrow.
There we go, and that's sort of just a nice little way of using audio logs to warn us of there's a sort of some gameplay bits that are coming up. Right, so he's down there, so make it run there. Nope, wrong. Damn it. Try that again. So I'll have to listen to that again.
Bronson knows. Won't let her undo the work we've done. Wired up a surprise for her. Anybody approaching Sim Unit 3 will feel sorrow. So much sorrow.
Yeah, we'll get that way in just a second. I'm not going to be able to hack that just yet, unfortunately. Ladders. I bet this will be the one that we don't even have the key for yet. That's the security control station. Pellets, we got a few. Not many anti-personnel though, crikey.
Security system offline.
Right. First off, we're going to run back and deal with those turrets whilst we've got some time to spare.
Unit I-832 compromised. Unit P-041 compromised. 8343 compromised.
So you see there are a fair few turrets in this bit. Should have lured it back towards the turret really. Oh well.
Unit X265 compromised. Unit M616 compromised.
And there's where that starts to come in hand. Right. So, yep. Right, let's see if I think it's full. Yes, shotgun slugs.
Hi there. Please make your selection.
Reinitialized.
Thank you for choosing Value Wrap.
Right, let's get our bearings a little bit here. That was the code 13433. Hopefully you can do a better job, Turret 2.
Security system online.
Turret 2. Oh. Good thing I activated the regenerator unit. Assault rifle. I've got my standard weapons up a bit.
my pistol with it. Standard of 6. We will, however, take all your bullets.
As of this time, I'm declaring a state of martial law on the Von Braun. All primary subsectors of the ship will be locked down and only accessible by security access cards. If anybody is found to be interfering with the normal operations of the ship or impedes the work of the security forces, they will be shot on the spot.
See, that general sort of martial law approach, fair enough. Just make sure that nobody's messing around with the general goings on. You know that there's suspicious stuff happening with the normal day-to-day runnings. And she's got evidence for that. Fine. Safety of the crew, safety of planet Earth. Going around shooting civilians? Maybe not so much. Break that way. Done the ammo thing there. Oops. Done this one. Okay, I'm lost. No. It's the problem when your soldiers' barracks all looking identical. Put a bit of personality in. Poster or a nice bit of macaroni up. You know, just something to liven it up a little, make it feel more homely, and in the future to let adventuring cyborg soldier types just know where the hell they are. command center and brig. We'll get to... No, actually, just notice we're heading up for the end of our third hour, so we'll save outside the command center and brig, and that will do us. There's nothing in there. No. Right, let's do a proper save. Right, a quick save as well. So, let's just quit the game out there so we can get rid of some of the background noise. Thanks very much for watching this week's foray into System Shock. Also, we've had big plot revelations happen. We've had the game open itself up a lot more as we've hit the operations deck. The game's obviously sort of widened itself out. We're given a lot more free roam on this deck to approach the objective in whichever direction we like, which obviously leaves a bit more wondering about, but it is a much greater sense of freedom. Next time we'll sort of see about finishing off operations deck, heading up to the recreation bit, and maybe we'll be able to sort of get onto the Von Braun's decks as well, which is the military spacecraft attached. No, sorry, the Rickenbacker, my apologies, the Rickenbacker's decks, which is the military spacecraft attached to the Von Braun. So I would estimate we've got 2, maybe 3 sessions left on System Shock 2, and we started the 7th guest this Tuesday just gone. Some puzzles were solved by my puzzle wizard genius. Some puzzles were not solved quite so quickly, and 1 or 2 nearly drove me a bit insane. But still, it was a good fun nostalgia trip in that regards, and a lot of spookiness ensued. So you can catch that on my YouTube channel, the link to which can be found on the get my teeth back in, can be found on the Twitter feed. Get to there, I'm at Menome TV. That's Menome, M-E-N-O-M-E TV. All that's left to say is we'll be back with the 7th guest part 2 and System Shock 2 part 4 at the usual times of 7 PM British Standard Time, 2 PM Eastern Standard Time, and 11 AM Pacific, Tuesday and Thursday. I have been very generously donated a copy of Monster Hunter World for the PC that's been released today. So we will be doing some streams of that over the coming weekend and as and when I'm playing that. So there'll be streams of that happening at random times, so do look out for that. Other than that, all that's left is to say goodbye. Thank you very much for watching. Time of stream is the 9th of August 2018. The Great Nuclear War has not yet happened. So if you are watching this from the apocalyptic wasteland, then do stay warm, stay safe, and watch out for the giant radioactive wood lice. Good night.